This is the first video, first actual video in the new series. First, I will start off with Avery Gonzi, who is the father of Ronnie Gonzi, who Ronnie will be talked about after Avery. And if need be, I will make. If need be, this will end up as different videos. But oh well. Avery is an executive of Faz Entertainment. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. He's a fucking pervert. In my AU, the convention exists. For those of you who don't know, the convention is the main location of the first Five Nights at Anime game. The full title of the location is Freddy's Anime Convention, and I have shoehorned it into my AU, and it is an official Faz's Entertainment location. Faz's Entertainment location. Fuck brain. But yeah, he's the reason for that location. In fact, he's the one who opened up that location, and I will do next a video talking about the workers of the convention. And Jack Maroon will have his own video. Trust me, he will. Boy, does he have a lot to talk about for Jack. But yeah, so yeah, Avery's also responsible for getting the factory shut down that Peter's trapped in. And now on to Ronald, or Ronnie. He's mostly known as Ronnie by pretty much all his coworkers, or Ron. And so Ronald is like, I'd say Ronnie was born like 94? Yeah, 94. So he's like, I think 28. He's older than time, man. Not that, but not a lot older. Unlike Riley, who's the oldest of the group. Anyways, Ronnie does various jobs, most notably security and maintenance. He just maintenance in general. Most of his maintenance work is him fixing the cameras. A lot of it is just fixing the fucking cameras. Man. So many times he has had to deal with broken cameras. And, away from that. Now, onto the main focus of this video. Peter Alva. His full name is Peter William Alva. That's his full name. Peter worked for, and still works for, a company known as Jackson Robotics, founded by, well, not founded by Nathaniel Jackson, but Nathaniel Jackson is the current CEO and, like, the grandson of the founder. Like, yeah, grandson of the founder. Peter worked at a specific factory, which I still have to put a street for. But yeah, Peter's job was to fix the machines. The first accident happened in late 70s, early 80s. So, someone didn't properly... Dog, leave shit alone! Didn't properly turn off a machine. And the machine Peter had to fix was the one that's responsible for cutting metal into strips to form it into the cage-like things you'll see in some of the animatronics. Well, that took most of his right arm off. Nathaniel was there. Nathaniel's a very, very intelligent man. He served in the U.S. military as a medic. So he knew how to take care of these situations. So at the time, they were deciding, you know what, let's do some prototypes. They made prototypes for androids with the help of a man who's only known at that time by Randall Smith. He'll come into the story much later. He is important to the story. In fact, he will get his own video. But,
Nathaniel grabbed one of the arms, right arm obviously,
and managed to attach it and wire it to Peter, giving Peter effectively a robotic right arm, which could allow him to punch through a goddamn brick wall. The guy was subsequently the guy who was at the time manning the machine was promptly fired for being a dumbass and endangering other employees. So that was the first major accident of Peter, and that's why he has a robotic arm. Now to the factory. And another factory had opened up not that far from it, closer to a faster location during like late 80s, early 90s. Avery locked Peter in there. Avery had fucked with some of Randall's designs and made his own. And Peter was trapped in a factory. It's a factory, so it's pretty big. And over time, and he was stuck there for 5 years. Some of the rooms were already shit by the time that the factory was closing, which is why they were closing that factory down, because it was starting to fall apart. And honestly, Nathaniel figured it'd be better to just move to another factory than try to keep up two separate factories that are in close proximity to each other. That's the whole reason they were moved. That's one of the whole reasons that one was getting shut down. So Peter eventually met Leonard and Rachel Myth, two android-esque robots, prototypes made by Randall. They were the prototypes of some of his programming and blueprints. They were made to be, well, siblings. And I'll talk a bit more about Leonard and Randall's video. Yeah. But when Peter managed to escape, he lost his legs for the most part. Good portion. He was missing, a few inches above the knees. Down were gone because fast, sharp metal coming down at high speeds. Think of a jagged, rusted guillotine blade slamming down on his legs. And another very important character, Jonathan Losa, who is, again, Fazbear Entertainment executive, and also was there around and also helped make the robots for Dark Bears, which I'll get into in a separate video. I will make an entire video talking about Dark Bears. Jonathan Losa found Peter, gave him robotic legs. So now Peter can run as fast as a car and punch through a goddamn brick wall. And he has not that short of a temper, but it's still a temper that's shorter compared to a lot of other people. Not only that, but he has PTSD. His PTSD episodes aren't the type that scream or cry. No, they're fits of rage. So now we have a man that can run as fast as a car and punch through a brick wall. Now, when his PTSD is triggered, he literally charges at the nearest thing he sees and proceeds to punch it into fucking oblivion. And that's where his younger brother, Paul, comes in. Paul's younger and stronger than Peter. Still manages to keep Peter calm. Anyways, yeah, that's all that I've done so far for Peter. Next one will be about Randall.